Yo, welcome back. So, my Temporal Forces SV5 X 12 pocket binder finally arrived in the mail. I ordered this thing back in April, and due to shipping delays, due to some things that were happening in the Red Sea that need not be discussed in this video or in this channel at all, the shipping was delayed, but it finally arrived, and I'm super excited to unbox and unpack this thing. So it's in this gigantic box. First of all, Vaultex. I love the company. I love the binders. I love everything about you. However, your European distributor and sender really needs to find a box that's going to fit these packages, because this is probably not okay. This box is just not adequate for the shipping, and it did come with a little dent bump right here. Fortunately, that's really no big deal in the big scheme of things. But just saying, let's work on your shipping and boxing choices as far as distributors go. Now that my shipping box rant is over, I gotta say my first impression is that I absolutely love the color of this box. I'm really excited to get this binder in the collection with the rest of my Vaultex binders, SV1 through SV4. And the first thing we gotta do here is pop this sucker open. 1 second, here we go. All right, and the binder coming out of the box, see you later box, thank you, is looking pretty fresh, pretty minty. It's got that beautiful Vaultex logo on the front. It's got that lock logo on the back. The cover feels amazing. It feels sturdy. It feels heavy, just like all the other binders do. I love the two tones here, where you've got this like marine looking blue and even lighter color on the inside. You'll notice here that the zipper does come with a little zipper condom on it. So let's pop that off. See you later. And let's open this. Actually, you know what? Before opening this up, I've seen other people do this as well, and I wanted to do the same. I've got myself here a little water spray bottle, and these Vaultex binders they're not waterproof, so water will go through, especially this fabric here. This would be very sensitive to water itself, but the outside is actually quite sturdy and stable, and you can spray this thing pretty good, and the water does, in fact, actually just come straight off. No worries, that'll dry up nice, and then we'll be good to go. All the cards on the inside will be nice and protected. Now, on the inside, I gotta say, I do really like this color scheme, especially with the other blue on the outside. This felt on the inside is feeling really nice, and it's actually really important because the cards that you're going to put on this front page, all 12 of them, could theoretically get damaged by rubbing up against the surface of this part of the binder. So by having this nice felt covering in the front and also in the back, and we can get rid of these, see ya, it will help to protect and maintain the quality of the card, the cards inside. Now there's already a little dust mite on the inside. Not sure what that came from as far as the factory production. There's a few little spots in the middle as well, but again, all of this comes off very easily and really isn't a deal breaker. The binders themselves, compared to when I was last collecting cards as a kid, and this is way back in the day, are side loading, meaning that the cards that you're going to be putting into the binder are going into the side. I've picked up a couple of cards to demonstrate. Here's one from actually Scarlet and Violet base set. This is a card that I'm using one of the tight-fitting card sleeves, the perfect fit ones from, I can't remember what it's called, Dragon something, Dragon Shield, Dragon Matte. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of the company. But these are ones that I used to use in the early days, and these cards do slip in just nice. Now, here is a card from the actual Temporal Forces set where I'm using just one of the good old-fashioned penny sleeves. And these go in very nicely as well. And there we go. And I also have, this is actually my best hit of all of the cards that I've pulled myself, the Iron Leaves. I was very fortunate to get this in the booster box that I opened because the hit rate in this set is actually much harder than the other ones. But this I have in a harder type of a sleeve, and this one, we'll put it in the other way, fits in very nicely. Now I'll say, as far as the cards themselves go, in my experience, when using the penny sleeves or when using these like thicker, harder, bigger sleeves, the cards don't move really at all. However, when using the perfect fit ones, they can move and like slide a tiny, tiny bit, but that's not a deal breaker. And I really only use these for the inexpensive cards. And to be fair, I've kind of stopped using them altogether. I'm really only using perfect fit. I'm really only using the penny sleeves, these nice thicker sleeves, or at the very, very least, I will double sleeve and put one of the perfect fits inside of a penny sleeve for some of the bigger hit cards. So in my experience, the cards don't move around at all in the binders, as long as they're in the proper type of sleeve. Perfect fit sleeves could move a little bit, but that's no big deal. You just come in, push it back into place. Other than that, I'll say I love these binders. I love the 12 pocket binders because you can, for a master set collector like myself, you can show and you can display both the regular card and the reverse holo next to each other and keep this 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 pattern throughout the majority of the set. And this is something that I find visually pleasing, right, when I'm looking over the entirety of the master set. Another thing that I've noticed is that the illustration rares are typically coming in multiples of like 12 or 6. Many sets have, for example, Obsidian Flames, exactly 12 illustration rares, and those fit perfectly in one of these types of binders. There are other ones that have, we'll say, 24, 36, 34. So the 9 pocket binders, I find, wouldn't display illustration rares and maybe some of the other hits quite as nicely as a 12 pocket binder would. This binder as well also has a 480 card capacity, which is quite a lot. And in these new modern Scarlet and Violet era sets, some of these set lists are gigantic, and I'm not even able to do the 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 pattern throughout the whole binder because of the EX cards, right? They can throw off the whole pattern. So by having 480 sleeves available, right, for cards as a capacity, it allows me to be able to store the entirety of the set in one binder, as opposed to a 9 pocket binder where I would either have to put the reverse holo behind the normal card, or maybe not even include them all together, or I would need 2 binders to be able to get every single card in the set into a protective Vault-X binder if I was using the 9 pocket ones. So for me, I absolutely love these binders. I think they display great for master sets. I love the ability to be able to hold the entirety of the set in one binder. I also think that they display really, really nicely next to each other, especially because they have the set logo and number on the binder sleeve, right? Or not the sleeve, but on the outside of the binder, so that you can, when looking at your collection, see that this is SV1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. The only thing that I wish Vault-X did that they don't do would be to also have binders available for the specialty sets. So for example, in my 151 set, I've chosen the light blue color because they didn't have one with the number available for it. For my Paldean Fates, I chose the just purple color because that seemed to fit the theme of the set. For Crown Zenith, I chose the dark kind of royal navy blue color because it felt like the right color for a set as epic as Crown Zenith, right? Even with the title Crown in it. So there is an opportunity here, I think, to get this numbered branding also on the specialty sets, but again, a minor inconvenience. And at the same time, it does allow for me to be able to pick and choose the colors that I think would be best for those specialty sets to match with the rest of the SV1 through etc., like whatever Scarlet and Violet ends up going to, those color schemes. Now, I will say that this light blue is coming right after a dark blue that they had for Paradox Rift, and it's kind of a pity that there's 2 blues one after the other because I've already chosen the super light blue for my 151 set, so it's very blue heavy, and with Scarlet and Violet also being like this dark purpley violety color, my light purple for Paldean Fates, and then another purple coming out for Twilight Masquerade, the color scheme so far is very like blue and purple heavy with this orange Obsidian Flames thrown in, like kind of out of nowhere. So I'd love to see the colors kind of vary and change a little bit. Maybe some bright yellows or some pinks or who knows, something else, some reds and greens would be kind of cool in the Vault-X binders. But other than that, the binders are fantastic. They keep the cards in great display, quality, safe, sturdy, durable. I can't say enough about how much I like these Voltex binders. I use them exclusively for my master set collecting. And the only tiny little nitpicky thing I can think of is that occasionally the spacing between each one of these rows is a teeny tiny bit off, whereas one might be a tiny bit looser than the other. But again, very minor and infrequent in my experience, but it does happen on occasion. Just something to be mindful of. Now, I will say that I have reached out to the Voltex company because I use their binders so much to ask about affiliate opportunities, and they've been very grateful to give me a discount code, an affiliate discount code, which is MASTERSET, MASTERSET. And if you use this at checkout, you'll get a 10% discount on your first Voltex order purchase, and I'll get a little bit of a kickback as well. It helps support me and my channel. You get a discount, I get a little bit back, win-win, everybody's happy. And really, I can't speak more highly of Voltex than I am right now. And I think just by demonstrating that I use them so regularly is evidence enough that they're pretty darn awesome. Now, let me know in the comments below, what binders are you using? What opportunities do you think they have to make these Voltex binders even better? Is there another binder that you use that you'd like to recommend? Ultra Pro, of course, is very popular. Let me know down below. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Peace.